Welcome back to another WoW video. The idea of today's video is very simple. Live versus PTR versus beta farming. As we all know, nerfs are coming, but there is light at the end of the tunnel. The main focus of this video will be world farming, dungeons, and raid mob farming. We touched base last week with the raid nerfs. Check that out here if you want to see more about it. Before we get into that video, if this type of video is not for you, make sure to check out my last video covering a brand new farm that can get you 9k plus gold an hour. I want to know one change coming to Shadowlands that I think that will get on a lot of people's nerves, and that is loot numbers. Live right now, when you skin or loot materials, it gives you all in one go. Let's say you get 6, it will show an icon of 1 and then 6 number. That is changed in PTR and beta. It will show 6 icons for the looted material instead. This could be a hassle for a lot of players. Let me know below if this will affect you, if anything. Overworld farming either can be old world or new world. It's lackluster when it comes to drops most of the time. Hoping for a lucky drop that sell for a lot on auction house has been the flavor for old world farming for as long as I can remember. With raw gold not being a huge go-to until Legion, people are fearing that it will die out sooner than later due to some nerfs that are coming out. I'm here to tell you this, it is false. Raw gold is not going away, it is going to be in the midst of a change instead. With a new patch coming around the corner, we're going to have a look at changes coming to overworld farming, which leads us to the first farm of this video, and I'm not going to massacre the name, so it's called Camp Apa. I'm just going to call that because I don't want to, just massacre it over and over again. This was actually found in WoD to be a oversaturated farm for items. Due to this, nothing would sell or vendor for any real gold. Now let's try it today in BFA live service for 10 minutes. As you can see, I got 5 greens that dropped in a total of 35.24 raw gold. This is nothing to call home to for raw gold at all. For auction house, I did alright for 10 minutes. Remember, the prices are based on US mid across all servers. So now let's compare to the PTR. In 10 minutes, we got 19 greens and a total of 117 raw gold. This outcome shows that live is only 29.91% of the PTR, which is a major change. Now, before we get into explaining here, it's beta's turn at 10 minutes and 30 greens with a total of 132.17 raw gold. This is even better results where live is only 26.52% of beta, which remember, anything is subject to change, but beta will be the final build we get. So a few things I want to go over. In PTR and beta had no competition, so take that in mind. Once this is live, people will flock to these new farms, which they are new farms in a sense due to the change the level squish is bringing. What I mean by this, most items that drop before the revamp has either A, been reassigned to another area, or B, grayed out, which are considered trash items now. That is the reason why you notice way less trash on live compared to PTR and beta. That is not to say I had competition in live, which I did not have anyone bother me, to be honest. The prices for the T-Mog will decrease fast now. Seeing sets such as Sanguine used to be hard are not hard anymore thanks to the shift. We saw the same thing happen when Blizzard introduced scaling when BFA launched. What you take away from this is simple. Old world spots will be farmable again, at least the ones that are not so farmable live wise. My suggestion to you is simple. Get your T-Mog farm done now for your favorite spots, because when the revamp comes, those mods will either move away or become the way of the trash items. The big winner here is raw gold. Yes, it's not much, but at 702 raw gold per hour for PTR and 793 raw gold per hour for beta compared to 209 per hour for live, I find this refreshing. Let me know what you thought of overworld farming. Do you like that even old world farm spots like this can be more relevant for raw gold, or do you not like it at all? Dungeons are another matter. Let's compare 4 dungeons. These 4 will be Skyreach, Iron Docks, Darkheart Thicket, and the Stockade. Let's start off with live. As you can see here, not bad results for one full run on normal, with Skyreach being at 492.82 raw gold, Darkheart Thicket being at 248 raw gold, the Stockade being with 61 raw gold, and Iron Docks being at 550 raw gold. Take into account I'm using a Demon Hunter for all but Stockade. Reason for this is due to me wanting to test out box drop rate changes, if any. Now let's move on to the PTR. As you can see right here, Skyreach got 189 raw gold, Darkheart Thicket got 187 raw gold, and the Stockade got 181 raw gold, and the Iron Docks got 348 raw gold. First with Skyreach, we notice this is a huge nerf to the dungeon, which is expected. There's not enough mobs to make up for the loot drop nerf, which in turn meaning it's time to retire Skyreach. Now if you compare Darkheart to his live version, it's not a big difference. 61 gold difference for Darkheart. I stand by this dungeon being okay and not major nerf. Reason why I'm saying this is due to beta results, which we'll cover in a little bit, but Iron Docks itself, I think that is alright. It's not a big nerf, but honestly, let's wait until the beta because I want to show you something in beta for Iron Docks. But let's not forget Stockade before we go into that. As we covered before, the revamp is moving T-Mog around. On top of that, the old dungeons like Stockade are not silver anymore. To me, gold is becoming the new silver due to this. As you can see, live had 1 green. That might be just really bad luck, but the average is about 5 to 6 per run when you get a good luck drop. Now for PTR, as we shown, almost 30 greens in 1 run, which to put it simple is a lot. No arguing about that. Even then, raw gold wise, we only got 42 gold just for the greens, which is not a lot. Seeing on live, 1 was 4 gold, but still my point stands. Old dungeons and raids like Karazhan have got a boost to their farms. A lot of people are overlooking this. Why, you ask? It's simple. Go-to farms are getting nerfed and people are thinking everything is getting nerfed to the ground, which they are right and wrong, but forget that there's always reasons and replacements for this happening. With that, let's move on to the beta results, starting with Skyreach at 233 raw gold. Not much of a difference from PTR, meaning that this is set in stone. Goodbye Skyreach, I am so sorry about that. And next is Darkheart Thicket at 246, which is 60 gold more than in PTR, 2 less gold than live, which leads me to believe that they will not touch Darkheart or Legion content at all. Now a lot of people were thinking that it would, but honestly I don't think they're going to do it as much as some people thought it was. This is expected as it is the normal thing that's been happening since we started doing raids for raw gold. Iron Docks seems to still be alive in beta at 422 raw gold, close to live, meaning it survived the nerf, which the main reason for this is mob groups. There's a lot of them that can make up for the nerf. Up next is the Stockade at 180 and almost 30 greens. It seems that this is where Blizzard wants the T-Mog farms to be for old dungeons. So in conclusion, for dungeons, this change is real and we cannot deny it. But at the same time, old and newer dungeons are getting a boost to level this out. Either it be raw gold or T-Mog dropping. Yes, some sought out T-Mog will be less gold wise due to making it easy to get. But in the same sense, these old farms are new farms to be had, a new frontier for T-Mog collectors. The farm in question is Firelands. I was told they nerfed the gold drops from mobs and loot, so I decided to test this out. Doing one full sweep of all the mobs, no bosses at all, with Potion of Treasure Finding. As you see on screen, live got me 289 raw gold with an average green drop as you would expect. PTR got me the same amount of greens but different due to the migration of T-Mog and 372 raw gold. Up next is beta, a fewer greens but not much, and to be honest with you, I got 279 raw gold, 10 gold less than live. So in all, it is not a nerf, it's same as live. Now as for people who come here just to get Hypnotic Dust, I do apologize, this might be a nerf to you, because you might not be able to disenchant them into Hypnotic Dust. I don't know for sure, didn't go that far, I should have went that far in this video, I do apologize for that. I'll do an update video when it comes to Shadowlands and so forth, just for that guys. It's very simple why some are nerfed and why some are not. Relics of the past materials. If I had to guess, they are buffing most relic material farms or leaving them alone, aka Firelands, Darkheart Thicket, while nerfing those who don't have materials, aka the Skyreach and the like. Now, dungeons like Iron Docks and Stockade don't fit the bill, but if I had to guess, this was one of the main reasons to buff and nerf. Overworld and old farms are just getting a migration buff due to the revamp. And as I said before, like Karazhan, it got Ruin Cloth, which it never had Ruin Cloth, but now it does. So you can see a lot of players going to old world farms just because of Relic of the Past. So I want you all to take from this that I'm trying to put out there that this is not the end of the world. There's a lot of things coming and a lot of things leaving. So with that, I want to say thank you so much to everybody who joined us today. I hope I helped a few people out understand where we're going with this. And please leave a comment below if you can. Leave a like, subscribe, and I want to say thank you so much to my patrons for going that extra mile. And as always, stay stashy.